Completely and utterly nuts. That's the only way you can describe one disgruntled former cast member of the Walt Disney Company who lost his or her ever-loving mind, allegedly. In fact, they are said to have tried to, perhaps, kill a huge number of people by altering the listings for allergies across Disney's food database. Today, we'll tell you what's going on with the crazy, zany world of ex-cast members gone cray-cray. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the place that brings sanity to your every single day. It is the Pro Channel, and we are happy, hip, hip, hooray, to be spending time with you. It is an honor each and every time. All we ask in reply is that you click that like button as we get ready to get underway with the news of the day. And it is that, yes, a former employee of Disney lost their mind, allegedly. And boy, oh boy, you won't believe the level of insanity that broke out. All right, folks, let's dive in right now. All right, it's out of Engadget. Here's what it says. By Sarah Fielding, a fired Disney employee allegedly altered menus to change allergy markers. Food that did contain peanuts was said to be peanut-free. All right, hang on. This is a serious, article, and it's a serious title. There's going to be a part when we get to the end that's going to be, you're going to know exactly the kind of person we're talking about. Here we go. As someone allergic to a big sect of food, this is talking about the author, gluten, I know how important accurate allergy markers are on a menu. Yet a new criminal complaint alleges that a former Disney World employee intentionally altered a menu's allergy information to state foods did not contain peanuts, that in fact did. 404 Media and Court Watch reported in collaboration. The complaint alleges that Michael Schur was fired by Disney and then, after being fired, used still viable passwords to access a third-party created proprietary menu creation and inventory system. In other words, he was a begrudging, grizzled, angry, disgruntled and puzzled kind of former employee. Over the course of his misdoings, he allegedly changed the allergy information along with adding profanity, altering prices, and changing the font to wingdings. Those wingdings were what initially tipped off employees. Darn it, it's always the wingdings that get you. That and the... what's the name of the bandits in Home Alone? The Wet Bandits? Yeah, he shouldn't have left the Wet Bandits calling card. All menus in the database were deemed unusable, and the application went offline for 1 to 2 weeks to fix the issues. And if this were any other company than Disney, this would be the end of the story, folks. But, well, it's Disney, so let's keep going. Disney changed the passwords, but then Schur allegedly broke into multiple of the third-party companies' FTPs to change the allergy markers and altered QR codes from directing to a menu to a boycott a particular country in the Middle East website. Woo. Are we starting to smell the hair coloring products yet, guys? Do we sense the sight of shrapnel in the face? He also tried to break into Disney employees' accounts nearly 8,000 times because, well, he had nothing else to do. He'd already polished his lava lamps, burped his Tupperware, and so why not? Disney claims that the altered menus were identified before being shipped out to restaurants. And then the coup de grace is that after Disney has suffered this psychopath now, allegedly, over and over, the end of the article says, this case is unrelated to a doctor who died of an allergic reaction after eating at Disney Springs restaurant last year. Notably, Disney tried to get a lawsuit filed by the doctor's husband thrown out in August, alleging that he had agreed to settle lawsuits out of court through arbitration. The reason he had signed a term of service for a 1-month Disney Plus trial in 2019, and again when making an account to buy park tickets. So even when Disney is absolutely in the right and they're faced off with somebody who is clearly disturbed in every possible way, that darn legal theory they tried earlier in the year that everyone turned on them against them on, it's back in their face. They can't even get this as a win and be like, look, this guy, he's crazy. He's crazy, man. They can't get that because, well, Engadget doesn't forget, and neither do we. All right. I know this is a fun one to end on. Ron, you have been in and around this sort of thing. How did this happen? How could this possibly happen?
Hey, I'll be honest, I have no idea how this could have happened. It's not something I ever had access to where I could go in and change anything that was proprietary as far as
Well,
Disney.
you're being very forceful in this. I worry. Have you ever went by the alias Mr. Sure before?
No, I have not.
I'm just checking to make sure you were very forceful in that denial.
I know.
I have never had access to any of these systems, folks. Never, ever. Don't know what it is.
No, because I had access as a cast member. I had access to what they call the hub. Now I had access to things like where I was able to see some of the videos that James O'Keefe has put out, that were legitimate. I could see those as a cast member. The videos that they put out about the DEI stuff, and when they were saying they were so proud of being able to produce 50% queer content and all that, that was actually on the hub for all cast members to see. That was a public thing. This kind of thing is proprietary, and you have to have worked in IT to do that. However, the Disney IT department is horrible, and it's loaded with a lot of bad actors. They even a few years ago they fired all of their IT guys that were local and American citizens, and brought in a bunch of people from other countries, and had the people that they fired train the other people before they came in. So, I mean, they're obviously trying to save money. This is a budgetary issue, and they have got a lot of the wrong people in there because the IT sucks in the first place. And it's a little, I can see how funny it would be though, scrolling through the My Disney Experience app, and you click on allergy-friendly, gluten-free, hamburger buns, and all of a sudden boycott this country. What is that about?
And I have to translate it from wingdings to even figure it out. And when I do, it just brings up the wet bandits over and over. Oh, do they never learn? Do they never learn? I feel like I have to go to Marv now, and I feel like I have to call him Marv.
You can do that. You could do that if I can call you Harry.
All right, but I'll go with it. But you're the Harry one.
Yeah, that is true. But the Christmas season is almost upon us. But at the end of the day, this is a fun story in a lot of ways. That even when Disney,
because nobody actually that we know of was injured or damaged by
this.
But
when I think about the idea of someone trying to alter menus that will then give information that could kill someone, that person should be brought up on charges of attempted,
and not once
destruction
Marvin,
of a human being.
Being blocked the first time, continued to do so, and then made attempts 8,000 times. And Marvin, I don't know if you were okay with people knowing this about you, but you're the kind of fella who, if you get your eggs and you ask for sunny side up and it's over easy, you consider that to be a real travesty of the day. So this is something on a whole different scale.
I see something like that, I see red. Like, I'm just like, I want this guy in jail because like that he attempted to kill people. That's period end. Like he's somebody with a
he's allegedly
an allergy,
a psychopath.
And a peanut allergy, especially, that is a death sentence. And Disney, the one thing, like other than that one restaurant in Disney Springs, which was just is independently owned. The one thing I will always give Disney is when there's an allergy present in any of your in your party, they go out of their way to make sure that it's supposed to be one of the best places to go when you have those kinds of food sensitivities. So, I mean, man, oh man, you're so desperate to attack your former employer that you're going to risk people's lives over it.
Right. And folks, if you see a stranger in Magic Kingdom building real stockades in Liberty Square, you'll know it's Marvin, and you'll know who it's for. Kevin, Nolan, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to weigh in on this crazy story. What do you make of it?
It sounds like the origins of a Batman villain. The way like a disgruntled worker hijacks the menu, like it's awful. Like, yes, give it time.
It's the new villain ever. It's the worst.
I don't know. Did you see King Crusader? We can do worse. Yeah, no, I'm all with what Marvin says. Like this, it's funny on face value, but it jeopardizes a lot of people. And allergies are a very serious issue, and I really hope that people learn from this, and especially with the headlines going around with, Disney, with the thing that happened last year, remember that, hey, like if you are even just someone listening on the show, who works at a restaurant, if I know it can be frustrating sometimes, to remove the peanuts out of a salad or something like that, but just that few extra minute can literally change someone's world. The family that loves that person. So
absolutely,
I'm glad it's bringing awareness.
And Disney normally does go above and beyond to do this. I mean, I had situations where I've had chefs had to make entirely special meals that aren't even close to anything on the menu for my guests, and they did it. So I will say they normally do that.
And we appreciate it, and we give Disney accolades for it. Kevin, the bases are loaded. Bring us home, sir. What do you got?
All right. Well, this is one of those times where I can't jump on the dismal Disney, bandwagon. They're actually the victims here. I guess from an HR perspective, exit interviews can probably be beneficial here because
I have a
you
feeling,
need to know.
not only is this individual facing jail time, but I don't think he's getting a good reference to the next job.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to be sure if someone's going to try to live out an episode of Criminal Minds on your property. So it's great that they were able to catch this person. It's unfortunate that we are in a time where certain people feel entitled to rain misery down on someone else because they happen to have lost a job. But knock on wood, no one got hurt. We can take a little chuckle at it, and hopefully nothing like this ever happens again.
And with some confidence, we can say that we're fairly certain Disney made the right call in letting this cast member or employee go. Of course, folks, it's all allegations. We're reading the news and making assessments. We're not trying to impugn anyone who may or may not be innocent. Please do not assume that we have knowledge beyond what we have been able to analyze from the article given. And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. We are done for now, but don't worry. Do not fret. Not yet, for more content is still coming your way 4 times a day right here on the Pro Channel. What a joy it has been to share our time with you. We hope you feel the same. Adding value to your every single day is our job here, and we take it very seriously. Folks, the only thing we ask in return is that you consider clicking that like button. Share, subscribe, click it. Stick it to those algorithms. It's the notification bell. And drop a comment right on down below. And folks, if you'd like to subscribe to our partner YouTube channels, That Park Place, That Pod Place, That Game Place, and some of those radio stations like Vacation Radio, well, we certainly would appreciate it. Until the next time we have the honor of spending time and being invited into your day, folks, we go on our way saying this: keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.